Google case study. Well, there isn't a single piece of information that you can't find on Google today. Google is no longer just a search engine. It's an important part of our lives. Google, the age of information, go together like peanut butter and jelly. One of the most interesting business stories is how Google went from being a search engine to becoming a monopoly in every other industry. So Google has had a big impact, and now even a child can get as much information as a PhD holder. We often wonder how the company's founders came up with the unique idea of a search engine. The idea was put into action, and the way Google's story turned into reality is nothing short of a model for young entrepreneurs. Welcome to Money Magnets. In today's video, we will tell you everything about Google's success. So let's get started. Larry Page and Sergey Brin started Google when they were students at Stanford University in 1998. In the last 10 years, Google has grown into a market leader that is known all over the world for its services, business model, work to improve technology, and impact on people's lives. Since the beginning of the internet and the growth of information technology, Google has been able to win people over regardless of their race, religion, or political views. Through its many products, the company also reached out to people from different social and economic groups around the world. Google is one of the best search engines on the market right now. Its matching results are reliable and their website is easy to use. This has attracted a good portion of the world's population, which is becoming more and more comfortable with the modern world of the internet. Yahoo, Amazon, MSN, and Bing are some of Google's biggest competitors. Google has been able to beat these companies at their own game and now controls close to 85% of all internet searches. In 2005, Google's best-selling product was its search engine, not its email service. Google also makes Google Profiles, Google Maps, Google Talk, Google Gadgets, and Google Trends, among other things. Google has shown how quickly a business can grow if it has a good operational strategy and a culture that welcomes everyone. In 2000, a company that started with just 2 people quickly grew to have 60 employees. Google's business plan is to help them get into big economies around the world by giving them products and services that meet their customers' main needs. Google services are available in 10 languages other than English in American, Europe, Asia, and other parts of the world. Google's business strategy and corporate values encourage innovation amongst its employees, which has led to the fast growth of the company, with new ideas like the Google Toolbar browser, keyword-targeted ads, and the ability to search in 28 languages. The company made $86 million in revenue for the 2001 fiscal year, compared to their $220,000 annual income from 2 years ago. This number was very high. Eric Schmidt, who was the company's chairman and chief executive officer, was doing his job well. He was able to give Google a corporate culture that makes it a striking, good, fitting, and beautiful place to work. It tries to hire people from different backgrounds and with different skills. It also helps people feel like they belong to the same group. Google employees are more likely to help the company reach its goals because they feel like they are part of the company's activities and processes. Google's business model is based on this culture, which is why it stands out from its rivals. Their business model is based on making it easier for people to get information by giving them good, reliable, and effective ways to do so. This is a management tool that helps organizations decide what to do by evaluating the structure and culture of the organization. It involves figuring out what an organization's strengths and weaknesses are on the inside, as well as what its opportunities and threats are on the outside. When an organization uses SWOT analysis, the main goal is to build on its strengths, fix its weaknesses, take advantage of its opportunities, and deal with any possible threats. Google has both internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as external opportunities and threats. Google has a strong market strategy, which has helped it grow quickly. Google's market strategy includes new ideas, a large number of products, a wide range of markets, and good marketing. Google has built a customer base around the world that includes people of all ages, social and economic classes, and political and religious beliefs. The second strength is that they plan and manage their human resources well. Google has shown that it can make a work environment that is cohesive and welcoming, which helps keep employee morale high. They have good ways to keep employees motivated and working for them, like good pay packages and benefits at work. The third strength is that there are good ways to deal with change. Innovation forces Google to make changes on a regular basis, but the company has been able to do so without hurting its corporate culture. Google's other strengths include good leadership and management, a stable financial situation, a good reputation with customers, and a strong corporate culture. The first weakness is bad ways of getting people to join. Google's Human Resources Department gets a lot of applications from people all over the world who want to work there. Google doesn't look at these applications because its owners would rather hire people who went to Stanford University, where they went to school. This strategy keeps out very qualified and skilled people who could add something new to the way Google does business. The second weakness is that the employee retention strategies aren't being used well. Even though the company has come up with plans to keep employees from leaving, some top managers have had to leave because the plans weren't put into action well enough. When employees leave a company and go to work for a rival, the rival is most likely going to work against them in the market. The third weakness is partnerships that can't be counted on. Google teamed up with a lot of different companies to try to grow its market share. Some of these partnerships didn't reach their full potential, which led to bad portfolio management in some cases. Google has a lot of opportunities in the outside world that it can use to make the market more stable. The first way to get more people to use it is to combine its services with computer software. This means that Google can make deals with other companies that make computer software, like Microsoft, to have their products built into Google's. Google is planning to release a new operating system called Chrome, which will help it compete with companies like Microsoft. Even though it will be hard to get people to switch to a new operating system for their computers, Google can learn from the success of its operating system for smartphones. This will give them a reason to move forward with the launch. The operating system is cheap, reliable, and easy to use, so it meets the needs of many people who use the internet. This is a chance for Google to show that it is in charge of the market for internet services. Other opportunities include growing its presence on the global market, adding research and development skills to its activities, and making new business partnerships to help its brand grow. The first threat is that Google can't keep part-time workers who work on different projects motivated enough. Many of these employees don't get allowances, which could mess up their plans for developing their human resources. The second threat is that its main competitors may drag it into court. Yahoo, Amazon, Microsoft, and other companies have filed a lawsuit to stop Google from digitizing the idea of online advertising and getting exclusive rights to it. Google's third threat is that the competition in its field is always changing. To keep from losing its market leadership to new competitors, the company needs to come up with more new ideas. Google needs to do certain things to make sure that it makes the most of its strengths, gets rid of its weaknesses, takes advantage of opportunities, and gets rid of all threats from the outside world. The first thing they said was that Google should think more about its mission statement and make it better. Google needs to know that all of its rivals are trying to offer the best services on the market, so it needs to rethink how it can stay at the top of the market. The second suggestion is that Google should change its organizational structure and culture to help its brand grow. Change management is an important tool for organizational success, and Google needs to come up with good plans for it. Third, Google needs to change how it hires people so that it can bring in graduates from other schools who can help its organization grow in new ways. Google still uses a strategy that was started by its founders. They hire people from Stanford University because they think its graduates have the right skills. Using effective recruitment strategies is a part of human resources management that helps a company stay at the top of its market. In order to get people to work for you, you have to offer them attractive pay and benefits. This helps keep people from leaving because they will be happy and want to work. Well, that's it for today, guys, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and get the latest updates about the fresh and interesting content we keep on posting.